Monday evening saw the kick-off announcement of the North West Football Awards, where former United player Lucy Staniforth was a welcomed guest. The 30-year-old joined the ranks at United in 2020 from Birmingham City and then left in the January window of 2023 to join Carla Ward at Aston Villa. Within her 3-year stint at the club, Staniforth played 30 top-tier ties and scored twice in a Reds shirt, once in the Manchester Derby vs City and the other against Villa in the 2021-22 season. The midfielder took some time to reflect, exclusively about her time with the Manchester Giants. "It's a bit of a difficult one because I think coming into Manchester United, I expected to have a really big impact, but initially I've got quite a few injuries. So it was quite stop-start, especially in my first year." Read more related articles. Manchester United's most successful season in Women's Super League in Pictures View Gallery. "It's quite frustrating for me to deal with. Obviously, when you get that move to a tough side, you want to hit the ground running and you want to show them what you're capable of. And I felt like I was always sort of, chasing my tail, trying to make up for lost time and really prove to the team what I could bring. I wouldn't call it pressure. I think there's a level of expectation with Manchester United. Especially from outside. The fans are so passionate and they want the best for the team. I think probably personally I would have just liked to play it a bit more and contribute more towards the end, and honestly, that's why I sort of ended up leaving. In terms of my development, it was great to work with Casey initially. She was a really good coach and someone that I've obviously played with, so it was quite weird working alongside someone I've played with. The sort of traits and leadership qualities that she had were really admirable, and I think it's something that I'll probably take forward in my career, wherever that might lead me. Staniforth left Birmingham City in 2020 to join Casey Stoney's ranks a year after Mark Skinner jumped ship to the American top flight with Orlando Pride. The pair joined forces once more when Skinner seized charge of United in 2021. Being reunited with Mark, he kinda built on the stuff that Casey had implemented, and I think there were definitely loads of nuggets of little technical details and stuff that I took away from my time with him, she added. Staniforth parted ways with the club in the January transfer window and was left behind from their winter warm weather training in Malta to help her seal the deal with Aston Villa. "It was a really big decision for me to leave United, because in a lot of ways I was settled at Manchester United. I live in Manchester. We were doing well, albeit I wasn't playing as much, so obviously that was one of my motivations. But, I think it's really difficult when you take into consideration everything away from the pitch, your family life, your living situation. It's not as easy as just getting up and leaving. There are so many factors, I guess, that go into a move, and it's not always just about playing, but I think at that age it was the right time. And obviously Manchester United had a wonderful season, so that was really great to watch from afar." The midfielder now watched her former side clinch onto Champions League football and fall just 3 points short of league domination by May's end, and had the grueling task to host her close friends at the Bescot Stadium at the end of April, losing 3-2 on the day in a last-minute Millie Turner thriller for United. "It was a bit weird. I spoke to a few of them before the game, and as I was warming up I was sort of looking over and thinking, I could have been over that side of the pitch, but it was really cool, like I was determined to do really well in that game. They were all so nice and kind after the game, with kind words and stuff. They're all really happy for me, and I guess that just speaks volumes of them as people as well. Some of the United players in that team I consider really good friends. So whenever we have a match day off, we're always meeting up for coffee in and around Manchester, or grabbing a bite to eat, and that's not stopped since I've left. We've met each other a few times through the summer as well. I mean, I've got no excuse really, Staniforth added, giggling. I still live in Manchester and they're only around the corner. So if I didn't see them, then yeah, I'd be a bad friend. Staniforth has now been called up to the England squad following Jess Park's exit with a shoulder injury. She will travel with the Lionesses as a reserve, but even when we spoke to her, she gave nothing away, saying, "I am on standby, so just waiting at home." So obviously that's always in the back of your mind. Can you get into international football again? Can you prove yourself? But I think, is it like, if I am just speaking frankly, I think it's just continue on what we did last year. I am playing in a new position. I think I've really enjoyed that, and it's more so about me just keep improving, making, growth in that position and being the best player I can be for the team. On her involvement with this year's awards pre-event, she said, "I think it's great. I came to the event last year, and it was my first time there. It was really an inspiring evening for me to be around people that were in the room and to see the recipients of the awards. Seeing some of my fellow footballers up there and being acknowledged for the work that they've done. It was great, and it was a lovely evening, and hopefully, we can get there this year." Lucy Staniforth was talking at the launch of the Northwest Football Awards 2023. Entries and nominations are now open for deserved winners from the Northwest footballing community. Visit https://www.northwestfootballawards.com/ https://www.northwestfootballawards.com for more information.